Happy Halloween. So because it is Halloween, I want to tell my ghost story. And this is a true story. It's not made up. When I lived in Cambridge, the first house I lived in was a house where there were 4 other people. So it was quite a big house, lots of us in there. And I think I'd been there maybe 3 years, so about halfway through the time that I was there. And one night I was fast asleep and I kind of opened my eyes and turned over, and across the room, it's quite a big room, across the room by the window was a figure standing for the curtains. Someone in black. Couldn't tell who it was. It clearly wasn't someone I lived with because they all had their own rooms and they wouldn't be in my room because why would they be? So I thought, shit, I couldn't do anything. And it wasn't sleep paralysis because I could move. I could actually feel myself move. So I just thought, it's clearly a ghost, but it's not going to do anything. I just didn't feel anything horrible. I didn't feel anything inimical from it. So I just kind of turned over and just thought, it's going to go away because, ghosts aren't physical. They can't do anything. It's just an image, just a thing. So anyway, I turned over. So I'm lying on my side and I'm facing away from the window. So the ghost is kind of behind me. It's not going to do anything. And the next thing I know, I just feel somebody sit on my mattress. Their back to my back. The bed sank. And I'm getting shivers now as I'm thinking about it and remembering it. And I couldn't do anything. So then I could have moved, but I thought, it'll know I'm awake, so I'm not going to do anything. And it just went. And that was that, really. That was the whole experience. I didn't feel anything scary from it, whatever it was. It never came back again. That was the only time that I saw it in that way. But then the second time that I did see something, whether it was the same ghost or not, I don't know. It's in the same house. The 5 of us were in the front room watching television. So there's a big sofa and all sat around watching something. And the door was open to the room. And just as I kind of turned around, I just saw a pair of legs run past. And I said, "Did you see that?" And no one else had seen it. I just saw a pair of legs. I think they always thought I was being stupid. But I really, really did see a pair of legs just running past, really blurred, just kind of going past and out of the house. So that was that, really. So that's my ghost story. It's not really scary, but whether it's true or not, I don't know. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't think that they exist. A recent study came out about ultra low levels of sound just below the threshold of natural human hearing, which vibrate our bodies and kind of make things happen, like our eyeballs start to kind of shake and stuff. And in a particular lab where this was happening, the scientists found out what it was. It was some fan. It was vibrating at the frequency which just about makes us kind of feel as if something's odd. They call it the fear note. And that might be some of the reasons why we see ghosts, or we think that they're ghosts around in kind of old buildings, because something's vibrating at the right frequency. But in that house, it's kind of a relatively new house. It's probably not even 50 years old, and don't know if someone had died there, but didn't feel like it was that kind of spirit or apparition or whatever it was. Anyway, it never came back again. And those are the only 2 times I ever saw it, and I wasn't scared. So whatever it was, it couldn't do anything. But I physically felt it sit on the bed. The mattress sank more. Its back was onto my back. I didn't turn over because I just thought I'll just pretend I'm asleep and then it would go away. And I fell asleep and it's gone. So that's my ghost story. That's the end of Halloween for me, and also the end of Vlogtober. I know I've missed out a whole load for a week, but other things happened. A car was off the road and I kind of had to do other things as well. So just kind of a week where I didn't do any videos at all. And fair enough, I can't actually make things happen if they're not happening. I don't want to kind of show really boring videos to you. But this is my Halloween story. This is the end of October, and I'm about to do both Movember, which is when men in particular, women can do it as well, but men in particular grow moustaches in aid of getting money for testicular cancer. But Movember has now expanded what it supports. It's also supporting men's mental health. Doing November, and also doing NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, which is also November. So during the next month, I'm not going to vlog every day, but I will vlog occasionally, and there will be a time lapse of me growing a moustache, which is going to be ridiculous, but we'll see what happens with that. And I will do videos about my writing my novel. So National Novel Writing Month, if you don't know about it, is in November internationally. So even though it's National Novel Writing Month, it was national in the States, but it's international now. Is you write a 50,000 word novel. 50,000 words is a very short novel. If you think of Catcher in the Rye, that's about that length. It is something like 1,600 words a day, which isn't a lot really when you kind of break it down into pages or kind of what the length of a novel is. But not everyone does it. I've attempted it several times before, but this is the first time I'm going to do it. I'm going to kind of do it every day, and I'm going to make it happen. So we'll see what happens with that. But I will be vlogging other things. There's a few other things I'm going to. So next weekend is Cup North, which is a coffee conference in Manchester. This is the second time I think it's happened, and I've got an all-day pass on the Sunday to go and kind of just take part. So I don't know what that means. It'll probably end up being like a 2 or 3 minute video, kind of talking about exciting things in coffee if they exist. But yeah, it'll be quite interesting, hopefully. It's also bonfire night next week, and I might go to the one in Heaton Park, which I've never been to before. It feels like the weather's going to be really good, so it'd be worth going to. If it's terrible, then I probably won't go, because it is in the middle of a field in the biggest park in Manchester, so it's probably not worth going. You haven't got the right kit, and I don't have wellies, and I'm not going to get wellies just for the one. That's just missing. And Manchester Market starts at the middle of November. My old video is still up, so have a look at that. But the new one will be better, I hope, because obviously I've had a whole year of doing these, so I think I've improved a lot. So I'm going to do something more cinematic with it, which will be kind of more about the people and kind of more of a feel of what's going on, rather than necessarily just showing the products, which is kind of what I did last year. So that's the end of Vlogtober. I hope you enjoyed Vlogtober so far, and if you did, then hit the thumbs up and share this with friends and subscribe to see more of my lovely face.